Alright, so let's start the video, I guess. Currently, we have about 3 people who are watching this chat or stream, so I guess it's fine. We should start it now. Um, Hello and welcome to WhyZ, everyone. My name is Soham, and today we are going to talk about Attack on Titan manga chapter 138. I've already made a couple of different videos on this particular chapter, but this is my live reaction as well as review and a sort of a read through of the entire thing. So I hope that you all will enjoy it. Let's see. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining, Pratyush. Thanks for joining, Kaushik. Pratyush says that chapter was pretty good, though I am a bit disappointed with how they handled the hallucinogenia worm. Yeah, I totally understand why you would think something like that. We'll talk about all those things, all those different things in a bit, but let me just give you all some prerequisites for this particular stream. The thing is that because the chapter is not officially out yet, I still cannot add the chapter in the background of this video because of fears of copyright strikes and everything. So this will be a rather blind one, you could say. I will say that I'm on this particular page or that or something like that. I mean, most of you all have already read this chapter by now. I'm pretty sure about it. So that is the reason why I am not able to add all the balance here. So just please bear with me on that. With that being said, let's begin the video, I guess. Or do you all want me to wait for a bit more? And also just let me know, guys, if the audio and everything is fine or not. Just let me know. Then we shall proceed with the things. Yeah, Kodansha got more strict. Yeah, that is the reason why I'm trying to avoid all this nonsense and whatnot. I hope there won't be any problems like that. Just let me know if there is any issues with the audio or not. Then we shall start the thing. Also, I'm doing this live stream after a while. The last stream we probably did was for Boruto manga chapter 55, and now this is for AOT chapter 138. So I guess that's fine. We'll obviously do more live streams for the monthly mangas that are coming up soon. So stay tuned for all of that. In the meantime, just guys, let me know if the audio is fine or not. Then we shall proceed. I guess this is fine. Actually, I'm not able to listen to the audio myself, so that's why I'm asking you all to just let me know if the audio is fine or not. Then we shall proceed with the things. I guess this is fine. The network is also fine. Let me just make sure that everything is working fine. The first couple of minutes will always be like these fine tunes and everything. Just bear with me and then we shall properly start the stream. Yeah, it's fine. So we can start now. Alright, so let's begin. So the chapter is called A Long Dream, which is a very interesting name in my opinion. A long dream. This is obviously a reference to a very popular theory in the Attack on Titan fandom, that is the time loop theory, and how Ymir and everyone else are involved with the time loop. And I mean, I've already made a separate video discussing all these things. I will obviously touch upon it here in this video, but I'm just giving a reference as to what exactly does this name mean as a whole, and then we shall proceed. Now, the first page here is obviously once again Isayama teasing us with the ending of the AOT series, and that is the panel of a kid. Here, obviously, this is probably not the same kid that was referred in the final panel of the chapter, like that is chapter 139. This is not even Historia's child or anything. This is just a random kid random child who is present among the people who are witnessing the stopping of the rumbling. And this panel of the rumbling, or the colossal titans who have stopped in their paths while the people are trying to save their lives. They are jumping off and like holding on to the edges of the cliffs. This is a really good panel, and this just goes on to show the perspective of everything. Hello and welcome to the stream, Rohit. Welcome Sarthak. Welcome God of Death, Unknown, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I read this chapter a couple of hours ago and I still couldn't decide how I feel about it. Yeah, that's a pretty natural thing, and that's a good thing actually. It's a mark of a good writer that you have a tendency to not able to understand what exactly is going on. Like, it keeps ringing in your mind. It leaves an impression behind in your mind, and that is something that it's a good writer. That's a mark of a good writer. How do you upload so fast? Big fan. Thank you so much. Just like try to manage my time as much as possible with college stuff, with work stuff, and everything. Noon says, please cover Winter 2021. I am currently writing the script for it. I am a huge fan of this season of Winter 2021 anime. It was a surprise. Like, it was a huge surprise for me. I was like mostly looking forward to Attack on Titan and Doctor Stone, and maybe a couple of more shows here and there. But I did not think that this season is going to be so damn good, with Wonder Egg Priority, Jobless Reincarnation, Horimiya, and so many more. So, yeah, I totally understand, and I'm obviously going to cover it with Jujutsu Kaisen and whatnot else as well. So that's the thing. Anyway, let's proceed to the second page. And in the second page, you can see Karina Brown and... Wait, hold on. What happened here? Oh, these notifications are on. I didn't knew that. That's subscribed. Alright, that's good. That's good. Pikachu is looking on. Yeah, alright. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. X-Arm is the best. Oh my goodness. X-Arm. I already covered, like, when the trailer was out initially, I had covered it. So you can watch my video upon that. I don't even want to waste my time upon it, basically. Any news about Bleach return, Demon Slayer Season 2? Demon Slayer Season 2 has been obviously officially announced, and Bleach is returning. There is like a very high chance, but I do not know about Haikyuu Season 5. Yeah, it is a joke. It is a sarcastic joke. But anyway, let's see over the second page of the panel, and that here we can see Karina Braun, who is the mother of Reiner here, and she's crying, and we can also see the other parents of the warriors, Marley's warriors' parents. And this panel looks pretty good. Like, it is, I think this is a reference to something. I really can't remember which one it is, but I think the panel of Falco arriving, like with his wings and everything, he's landing here. I think this is a reference to some particular scene. I'm just not able to remember it, but this scene really looks magnificent. And honestly, you know what, my only kind of disappointment with this chapter was that I thought Falco was going to be more relevant or more important for the story, and he will not just be reduced to being a taxi. Basically, here he's just reduced to an air taxi or an airplane. That's it. His story is done there. I don't really think the last chapter, that is chapter 139, will focus much upon him, but the way in which the entire series has touted him, like with the freedom aspect, with the wings and birds and everything, I thought there was more to him than just being a winged titan. I know it's a big deal. A major part of the Alliance victory was directly involved because of the winged titan, winged jaws titan of Falco, but I still think that there should have been more going on about him, especially in regards to the freedom aspect of the series. Falco, in many ways, really reminded me of Eren because of the freedom aspect once again. Debo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Avik says, so there's no way Eren could be alive. Most likely, yes. I am assuming that Eren is, for all intents and purposes, dead in this chapter. The next chapter, we will probably see a point of view of Ymir, the original founder Ymir, and Eren as well, because chapter 137 was an Armin-centric chapter. Chapter 138 was a Mikasa-centric chapter, and the next chapter is bound to be an Eren-centric chapter, even though he is dead, but he can still give an interaction, and he can still have an interaction via the paths. So I think that is the case here. I dropped One Piece at episode 30 because it was sitting. I would suggest you to read the manga, obviously, if you are not very much interested. For me, honestly, the peak of One Piece, or the most important or most fun part of One Piece, was Arlong Park. That was the point when I got hooked to the series, really. But prior to that, I was not that much invested. I mean, sure, parts of Bharatiya were fine, but the anime begins a little differently, so you can obviously give the manga a shot, at least for the first couple of episodes or first couple of arcs. Falco is taxi. Yeah, at this point, Falco is a taxi. Just had to say it's Falco's Titan look was trash. I don't know, Sarthak, if you will know this or not. I don't know how many of you will even able to connect this reference. There was a very old tokusatsu show called Jetman. It came prior to Zoo Ranger, which was the original Japanese of MMPR. Jetman had these suits which had the winged versions. Like from here there were wings and everything, kind of reminiscent of Batman, and they had helmet visors with beaks, sort of a thing. This kind of reminds me of that thing, and Robocop's to some extent because of the beaks. And yeah, it's not the best looking design. It kind of looks like a flying chicken at some points. But yeah, I do understand why he's important for the story. But I just wish he was more than just being a taxi. One Piece can be a drag. Yeah. I mean, I know. I am caught up with the series, so I can say that yet. OP manga is the best I have ever read. Yeah, One Piece was a hell of an experience. One hell of an experience. Historia, that is the big question. Yeah. I mean, we all thought that it was going to be a big plot point, but apparently not, I guess. Yeah. Late. Yeah, I am a little late, Bizzle. So sorry about that. And you are also a little late, so no problem with that. Jujutsu Kaisen equals to Naruto plus Bleach. I would say it is a combination more of Naruto and My Hero for me. Kind of. Especially because of those school aspects and all. I know that Bleach is also suitable, but I just thought about it. AOT is giving me Evangelion Third Impact vibes. Yeah, with the Rei and everything. That's true. Even though we don't have that huge of a bulking figure, but yeah, you could say that Eren's this new Titan form is kind of like Rei's winged angels and those things. Aap India se ho. Yeah, I am Indian. Absolutely Indian. 100% Indian. Yeah, give the manga a try, definitely. Anyway, let's proceed. So after this panel, we can see that all the Alliance members are landing here. John, Connie, Levi, Mikasa, Peak, Gabby, all of them are landing at the, let's say, at the land basically. And now the headaches for Mikasa start. And she's remembering that particular point where Eren told her that I have always hated you. And honestly, this week's episode of season 4 is going to hit differently, because this week is going to adapt the table scene where Eren says that I've always hated you. Now, obviously, we all know that Eren was actually bluffing here. He was not actually being true, because this was kind of a pushing point, a motivational tip-off for Mikasa, because he wanted Mikasa to act in a certain way. That is why he told this. He didn't actually mean it. You can go and tell me whatever you want, but I will never believe that he actually, for 100%, hated Mikasa. That is just not the case. That has never been the case. That is not going to be the case. And yeah, the powers of the Ackerman clan is once again raised here, and it is obviously going to be important and necessary for this particular chapter. We will see this in the next couple of panels. Now, in the next panels, we see the reunion. Nothing much here. I mean, fine. It's good that these characters are getting their final reunion before the big bad calamity. But I just kind of feel bad for the alien side of people like John, Connie, and who never got to see their end of their family, and who only suffered till the very end. Even in this chapter, they suffered till the very end. And the last the last panel of them just chilling out before being turned into Titans, that was really, really sad for me. They are the OGs. Can we just have some Fs in the chat for our OGs, who are Connie and John? So that's the thing. Anyway, a couple of the chats that I missed here. Vit versus Mappa. Mappa is doing a good job, I won't say, but Vit had some of the most phenomenal scenes, so I would say my personal preference Vit. But if they are given ample time, especially for the second part of the season, they can do absolute wonders for the rumbling and everything. I hope so. Which state are you from, bro? Jharkhand. I'm from Jharkhand. Everyone given spoilers, so I became a manga reader. Yeah, unfortunate truth. I'm reading the Boruto manga. It's amazing. I won't say it's amazing, but yeah, it's very good. Like, it's good. It's fine. No, I'm not from West Bengal. My family is kind of partly from West Bengal, but I'm currently from Jharkhand. Boruto was straight up trash at the start, but now it's getting better. Yeah, I'd say that. Like, at least for the anime. The manga also had some bad parts, especially because of the art, but I especially hated the art for Hinata and early Sasuke's design. But yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about Boruto here. Let's talk about AOT. Don't do this, man. Both with. Yeah, exactly. Can Eren still use Founding Titan powers without contact or seek? That is kind of like my question in this chapter as to how did the rumbling actually restart here. I don't really have a very good explanation for this. Honestly, I don't have an explanation for this. I think the ending is good until now. To be honest, I don't like the Jaegerist type ending. That ending where Eren. Yeah, I understand. Last chapter date is when and how many pages? It is not going to have 100 pages. Please do not think that it's not going to have 100 pages. It's going to have the normal what was that, 40-45 pages, whatever that is, and it's once again on 9th April. So yeah. Did you get bored of the 4th season because of what was happening in the manga, like rumbling and stuff? No, because I've read the manga, so it was fine for me. In the beginning, I was having a little difficulty as to understand what are the sides and everything from Marley and Eldia, but now it's fine. Bro, please cover seinen manga like Berserk, Vagabond, Vinland Saga. I'm just starting Vinland Saga. I'm really excited about it, and let's just see what happens there. I will eventually start a lot of different series. I'm planning to start currently Jujutsu Kaisen and Jobless Reincarnation. So from there, let's see where we can go. World is lie. Mera bhai kahan hai tu? Yeah. Do you think it was Falco's scream or was the scream that the baby showed? I don't really think the scream is the triggering point at this moment. I know the mouth of Falco looks really weird and whatnot, but I really don't think that the scream was the triggering point. But even without that, his face looks like he's about to fire some Kamehameha like shit, or like how Broly used to fire those mouth cannons. That was really gay. Alright, lots of chats in the comments, and we need to now go over the chapter as well. But anyway, the boy sought freedom, goodbye. Yeah, that absolutely hit differently. I still believe that it was Yumi's plan from the start. Yeah, that's true. Like, she was smiling right beside them. Good to see someone who was objectively able to analyze Mikasa's great work. Thank you so much, Ali Asghar. Thank you so much, man. That's really awesome. It's basically like giving Topper the best notes, but not giving. yeah, true. No other manga is mentally deep as AOT, but try to review Black Clover. Yeah, I have see, the thing is that I intended to start my blind review series of Black Clover, but it got delayed, and currently I'm caught up with the manga, and that particular video will come up very soon, so hold on for that. Yeah. Anyway, after this, let's proceed with the chapter, and we can see that everyone is like meeting with their parents and whatnot, and Mrs. Reiner or Mrs. Kyrina Braun tells Annie that your father brought us here, and just Annie had a very emotional reunion with her father after such a long time. But alas, that is not going to last long. This is Isayama we are talking about. Tragedy is about to obviously strike here, and in the meantime, we see this. That is the shiny centipede looking thing, which is none other than the hallucigenia worm. Now, it's obvious that this was like Isayama got a reference or inspiration from this because it's an ancient organism, headless organism basically, and the expressions and inspiration is pretty clear here. However, one particular thing I want to explain to you all here. I kind of forgot to add that in my full review of the chapter. If you want, you can Google this thing as well. Like, after I read the chapter, it immediately reminded me of one thing which I had seen in Nat Geo, and that was a particular fungus which is called the zombie ant fungus. It basically attacks ants, a couple of varieties of ants, and because of its virus and because of its effects, it literally makes the body of an ant like a living zombie. like they are not able to control themselves, and it's like a literal zombie. So I think that kind of implication is very heavily implied here, because this creature transforms all the humans into mindless pure titans. So I think that's a very good kind of inspiration as a whole. I wanted to have a movie, but I don't know what is going on here. I think the season 2 will be probably more apt here. MHA भी वीडियो बनाओ. Yes, it's coming soon. भाई हिंदी में बात करो. हाँ, एकदम हिंदी में बात कर ले रहे हैं, लेकिन एक्चुअली सब कोई हिंदी नहीं जानता, कोई जानता है, कोई नहीं जानता. So that's why I'm just keeping it in English. Alright, moving forward, we can see that Reiner or Armin is getting out after that huge ass explosion. And honestly, man, these panels, Isayama's artwork has really improved over the years. It's looking damn good. It's really looking damn good. Like the panels of the smoke coming out from Armin's like jaws, like these parts, that is really good looking. And we can still see Reiner, who is heavily battle damaged after his war against the Warhammer Titans. All those prior Warhammer Titans had shooted their arrows and spears and whatnot towards him, so he's still battle damaged. But again, all these panels are really great here. Reiner is getting up and Armin has woken up and he's just walking towards Reiner, and in the meantime we can obviously see the shiny centipede looking hallucinogen as well, who is still alive apparently. And you know what, again, I'm sharing this thing, I shared this in my full review. I think this thing is quite independent of Eren as well as Kimi. This is like the OG stuff. Probably Isayama is not going to explain this explicitly. He'll probably leave it up to the user's imagination or the reader's imagination. I will try to make a video on this on that point. I just remember it. But I think this hallucinogenia thing or whatever this is the actual Titan product or Titan like substance. We saw the story of how original Ymir, founder Ymir, got the Titan powers as a part of a devil's pact, but we never really understand what was that devil pact, what happened to those powers, how did these originate. But this thing right here, this looks like a prehistoric thing, way before the times of even humans. So I think this form just evolved, and it just passed on from one organism to the other organism, and it is still alive even till date. This is like a prehistoric and like age-old stuff, and it is still manipulating everyone, and it is kind of like I won't like to say that this is the main villain, because AOT does not have a main villain as such, but one of the key players as such. Yeah, oh, damn, that's good. I got recommended a hallucinogenia video immediately after reading. Yeah. Is there no way Eren could be alive in the next season, next chapter? I don't think so, until and unless there's a very big bait switch that I am still alive. I don't really think so. Bro, you missed my previous message. Okay, hold on. When will AOT final season part 2 gonna get anime map already? I think it will take time, at least a year or so. I believe it will take some time. But tell me where we can read the manga. It's available on the... I don't remember the website. Do one thing, go to the official subreddits, not official, like the subreddits for Attack on Titan, especially Titan Folks and Shingeki no Kyojin. They have proper links there as to where you can read the chapter. It's given there. I currently won't be able to share the link, so directly go there. It's no problem. Anyway, this panel, this is creepy as hell. Armin is moving forward, and just at that moment behind him there's a huge explosion. There's a massive explosion. Everyone knows, and literally everyone knows what's going on here. There's no surprise. It's not even an element of surprise. They all knew that this was about to happen. They all knew that. John says that I knew that you weren't gonna die from that, and Connie says that yeah, but what should we even do? And Mikasa is like dumbstruck. She's like, hey, what's going on? Why is it happening? And then the panel, then the godly panel. I'm sorry, this is a godly panel for me. This panel is creepy yet hauntingly beautiful. Eren at this point, I don't even know what to call this. This was called CT in the scans or in the leaks. Apparently, this was called the Colossal Titan, but I don't really think this is the quote unquote Colossal Titan. I think this is an amalgamation of the true powers of the Founding Titan, and in a way, because the Founding Titan was the OG original, it has the powers of all the 9 Titans in a way, and that is being utilized here by Eren because he is looking like the obviously like the Colossal Titan, but his head, basically his head, it's looking like his Founding Titan's head. So I think the head is the main Founding Titan's head, and rest of the body it can manipulate and change itself according to its need as a whole. I really wish we got to see more of these in like the last 5 to 10 chapters as well. It would have been so cool to see an armored Founding Titan or an what should I say? Sorry. Warhammer Armored Titan, Warhammered Founding Titan. The combination would have been really cool. But still, I'm not complaining here because this panel looks godly. And just at this moment, it seems like the rumbling is about to start again. It has not actually started yet, but it seems like it's about to start again. And everyone is like, what can we do? What shall we do? We have to kill the centipede. I'm sorry. Alright, let's read some of the chats. Mikasa don't want her final moments or final interactions with Eren in which she is killed him or Eren says he's hatred. Yeah, okay, fine. Oregairu is an awesome series. No problem with that. Are you satisfied with the recent chapters, especially after chapter 138? There was an alternate universe sequence in chapter 138. Really an alternate reality, or was it a memory given to her? D-Mall, I've already covered this thing in a prior video where I explained that why I think the time loop theory of AOT seems very legit here. I don't really think it will be directly addressed that yes, this is a time loop, but it really feels like that. There are multiple different timelines at this moment, and it seems like the current timeline is the one, and the like headaches which Mikasa is having, those are like the ending point for the other timelines and whatnot, and that is why she's having these headaches. It's like a deja vu for her that okay, fine, this is the point where the prior timelines stop, and it's a time loop that it goes back from there, and it's restarting from the childhood days of Eren, where he wakes up and Mikasa says that see you later, Eren, or those particular things. It's like a time loop sort of a thing. Falco is surely going to short something. I don't really know. Eren is still alive, transferring his consciousness to the body hidden using the Warhammer Titan ability. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like a couple of my theories were right, absolutely on point, especially with the survival of all the three, that is Armin, Falco and Reiner. I'm pretty sure that Reiner is even going to survive all of this, even though he looks terrible, but I think he's going to survive. Like, that man's curse is that he will not die. He will have to endure all these things. He will have to see the death of Gabby. He will have to see the death of everyone else. He's just going to like lose his mental sanity at this point. I bench read 30 chapters of AOT and I'm having a headache like Mikasa. Oh damn, Siddharth, that's a good one. The release date for chapter 138 was on 9th March. So how did you got chapter 138? The leaks are out. Not just leaks, the scans are out for the Korean versions and everything. And Liberio translators have done their translation, so it's already out. That's the thing. Hello, what's your score for this chapter? It was amazing, 20 out of 10 for me, too good. I won't go to say that this was 10 out of 10 for me. Some of the panels are absolutely gorgeous, like too good. But overall, I'd give it 8.5 to 9. I can't give this a 10 because some points looked like a little bit of Deus Ex Machina, like how Mikasa directly was able to guess the location of Eren. I mean, sure, again, it jumps back to the time loop theory that she knew the position she had in a prior timeline. She had seen where Eren was, but it kind of felt like a little bit of exposition here and there. And I was kind of disappointed with the character of Falco, but overall it was a really good one. So I don't want to give this a 10 out of 10, but for me it would be a solid 8.5. Eren could be alive with the jaw hammer Warhammer. Alright, fine. That I've heard that theory a lot. Any chance AOT final season can be animated by Wait? No, absolutely not. It's gonna be by Mappa. Mappa will do a very good job, I'm telling you, but they just need time. This season, I wish they would have had more time, but that's not the case. But the next one is gonna be better, lot better, because they will have proper scheduling. I just hope so. Eren was crying in the first episode after having a long dream. Yeah, that's why I'm constantly talking about the time loop theory. Sure, once again, the time loop theory is not something new. It has been a very old theory. Like, I think when I started reading, I started AOT last year, so I'm not gonna say that, or I'm not gonna pretend that I am an OG fan of the series or something. But when I went through Reddit, when I went through YouTube videos and whatnot, I found out that this theory is a pretty common theory, which is available since 2017 or something like that. Especially with the connection, after the connection of the final panel. So yeah, having followed it for the last 6 years, damn, you're an OG. You are an absolute OG. Having followed it for the last 6 years, this ending really means a lot, especially having Mikasa, Eren and Armin, the characters I was invested in from the start. Makes you appreciate value of healthy life. That's true. That is true. See, the problem here is that people are forgetting one particular thing. Sure, Attack on Titan is anti-war. Attack on Titan is like an euthanization of the war. Like, it's a breaking down of the trope, and it shows us the reality, the cruelty of the life and the atrocities of war. But at the same time, what is the opposite of war? Love, or care, or like attachment, emotions, affections. So this series has always been about that. Yeah, sure, there has been no explicit romantic stuff as a whole, but the last part of Mikasa was not something erotic or necrophilic. It was totally not the case. I don't know why people are not able to understand something simple like that. It was a grief, it was a biggest tragedy of life that she had to kill the person whom she loved. And this is not even something abnormal. This is not abnormal. This is like, obviously this is anime, so it would be a little exaggerated as such, but this is the tragedy of the character of Mikasa Ackerman. She had to kill the person whom she loved. So this is a normal thing. It's an acceptance of grief. So I just say that. I just say that. What do you think about predictions for 139? I'm gonna make my videos upon it, so just hold on for that. English is out too. Yeah, I'm currently reading the translated version. I'm not saying I don't love Mappa, but I prefer Wit. Yeah, absolutely, it's fine. Like, Wit had a distinct style of its own Bizzle, so that's not a problem. I also prefer Wit's, some of the Wit scenes a lot, but that's fine. That's not a problem as such. Hold on. Let me read some of the chats, then I'll proceed with the chapters. AOT is going to create history. It has already created, so I'm not going to say, or I'm not even going to pretend that it will create more. Sure, the last chapter might blow away the internet or something like that. There's a very high chance or something like that. But I'm not going to pretend that AOT will create history. It has already created history. No, the chapter 139 is not going to be super long. It is still the 40-45 pages, whatever that is. It's not going to be 100 pages or something like that. Do you live in India? Yes, I am from India. What do you think about Yumi smiling in the last panel? I'm going to come to it. Hold on. Let me just reach that panel. I'm going to talk about it then. Do you think the last panel is Grisha with a young Eren? Yeah, I've heard this a lot. Like, it could be Grisha, it could be it can be Eren with Historia's child or some random child, but it can be Grisha as well in the paths. I mean, who knows? At this point, anything can happen. I'm gonna have my theories in a couple of days, so hold on for that. Yeah, Wit dropped it. That's the thing. That is the thing. It's a small studio after all. They had a lot of troubles with it. I'm thankful that Wit started the series. Without Wit, AOT could never have been this big. Let's not pretend that. But it was good in its part. Mappa is good in their own part. So let's just not even do this comparison, I'd say. No. It's not a 60 pages, Pratyush. The last chapter is a 40 to 45 pages only. It has been confirmed. Like Kodansha or something confirmed it that it is 40 to 45 pages. That's the thing. I don't quite understand Mikasa's dream. I will come to it. Just hold on. Let me just read some of the chats. Let me catch up with the chats. Then I'll proceed with the chapters. And then once we reach Mikasa's dream, then I'm gonna explain what exactly is going on here. Do you read Berserk? I will start. I'm currently about to start Vinland Saga. After I finish it, I'm gonna proceed to Berserk. I recently finished ReZero, or like I recently caught up with ReZero, and I was blown away. And like eventually, I'm gonna come to it. Eren was smiling when Mikasa cut his head. He was happy. Yeah, that's true. Do you think that the time loop ending and next scene would be Eren waking him up? I don't think the manga will explicitly confirm this thing, but this is a very, very likely theory. It's a very likely theory. Are you Bengali? Yes, I am a Bengali. Um, People hate Mikasa because she was not given much. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Common hate factor. I can't believe it's gonna finish in this one. Exactly. Even I can't believe that for a fact. No, his face was not completely cold. It was okay. It was not smiling. All right, fine. It was not smiling, but it is a face of relief. I'll come to it. Hold on. Who read Berserk? It's the best manga of all time, better than One Piece. Yeah, it is one of the most highly regarded mangas of all time. But anyway, let us proceed with the thing. Gabby here says that, or rather, Connie here says that we have to kill the centipede here. It survived the explosion, so how can we even kill it? And basically, everyone is saying that when will this nightmare even come to an end? And at this point, everyone is saying that what can we even do? And now, this JoJo-like panel is starting up once again, where Eren is approaching Armin, and this is literally like a panel taken right out of JoJo. So, and once again, Mikasa is having her headaches. It's like constantly coming and going. And here, finally, the thing happens. This hallucigenica thing, whatever this is, hallucigenia, it is really releasing the smoke. When we first read the spoilers or leaks for the chapter, we thought that, or it was reported that the spine is releasing a smoke. We thought that, okay, maybe it is Eren's spine which is releasing the smoke, but that is not the case. It's this hallucigenia which is releasing the smoke, which is the titanization smoke. And yeah, we finally get the much awaited reunion of Annie and her father, but alas, it is cut short. We obviously know this is Isayama. He's not gonna keep the happiness for long. He is going to finish this, and once they met, the entire scene, the entire place is just filled up with the smoke. And immediately after seeing this smoke, like everyone is asking what is this thing, it does not smell like a dead titan or something. What exactly is going on here? But just then, Connie remembers something. Of course he's gonna remember something, because this incident is directly linked to him. If you all don't remember, it is directly linked to his village, to his mother and everything, and he says that this is the same thing as Rangako village. That is his village. And everyone is petrified at this, because they immediately know what is going on here, because this is the titanizing smoke. And at that moment, Levi is an MVP. You may hate him for leaving the other people behind, but this is his justification, and they all knew what they had signed up for. This is the scout regiment, this is the alliance. They all knew that this is the most logical way, and Levi says that only the Titan Shifters and Marlians, only the Titan Shifters and the Ackermans are able to gonna evade this thing, so they need to hurry up and get over Falco. And as a result, he takes himself, Peak, who else is there, and Mikasa with him, and they leave. This is such a bittersweet panel. And the expressions, man, Connie and John are just looking on, staring at the sky. They are brothers at this point. They have been brothers for such a long time. They have been a brother. Like, this is the end for them. They say that this is the end. They're leaving this to us. Now for this part, I'm gonna wait for the official translations, because I'm a little confused what exactly is going on here. It seems like Falco is screaming. A lot of people pretend or are going to assume that he's the person who is triggering the Titan transformation. I don't really think that is the case here. That would not make any sense whatsoever. But there is something going on here. Why, I don't understand. He's screaming, but there's something going on here. Anyway, Connie says that, do you remember, John, during our graduation day, we ended up saving the world. It was because of you. And man, these panels are just such a huge tearjerker. These panels are... oh, man. I am too invested with these characters, and I really feel bad for the OGs, that is John and Connie. And this panel, there's this panel of both of them just hugging each other with the shoulders. This really reminds me of Sasha, of course. Sasha is present with them here, and they are obviously remembering her. Missed a couple of chats. Let me go through them. Otherwise, you'll be like, you're not reading the chats. So, is AOT your favorite anime? No, it's not. I will talk about my favorite anime tier list later on, someday else. Reading Berserk, wait, yeah, I know. I've seen some of those things. I've seen some of those scenes. I know what you're talking about. What are your thoughts on Yumi's? I'm gonna talk about it. Hold on just a bit. I'm gonna talk about it. Isama will be a hero when the plot twist is revealed. Yeah. I feel like the name of the chapter, Long Dream, is... Yeah, that is the thing. I talked about that and right at the beginning of this video. Just another day for the survey corps was John's last word. Yeah, just another day for the survey corps. Man. I feel so terrible for these people. So terrible. For his entire life, Connie, he had to see his mother transform into the Titan. He had to watch the deaths of his best friends. He had to watch the death of Sasha in such a gruesome manner, and now he has to have such a tragic fate. This is just so damn sad. What else is there? Everybody will love Izuyama when the plot twist comes, alright. Rest in peace, Connie and John. Yeah. Levi is almost zombie with brain. Then Eren Mikasa alternate timeline was also painful. Yeah. Shashank says that. And will AOT ever reach the Game of Thrones popularity? Those are different things, man. It's no point comparing a live action, like a high budget TV series, like $1 million, $1 billion TV series, to an anime. Like it's not worth comparing these products. John deserved so much better. Yeah, absolutely. Both of them. Connie as well. It's such a tragic ending for you. Do you live in India? Yes, man. I absolutely live in India. Will Demon Slayer movie ever be released in it? Yes, it is. On 12th, My Hero Academia Heroes Rising is releasing on PVR, and in 1 month or so, or maybe 2 months or so, Demon Slayer Mugen Train will come. Definitely. That's a proven fact. Just the date is not decided yet. Couldn't spot the horse Titan. Yeah. Actually, John didn't transform into a horse Titan, unfortunately. But anyway, at that very moment, everyone transforms into a Titan, pure Titan. There's a rampage of pure Titans. And Mikasa and Peak look on in horror. They're absolutely horrified. And Rainer is like, no way, how is this even possible? I need to stop all of this. And you know what? I really like this interaction, this small little bit of interaction between Onya Capone and Annie. This was really good. Pratyush, alright, good night, man. See you in the next stream, next video, no problem at all. Question from Boruto. I will come back to the question from Boruto in a bit. Let me just today finish Attack on Titan first. Then I'll definitely go to Boruto questions and whatnot. So here, one very interesting thing which I can see here is the appearance of the Marleyan captains and military. They obviously won't be transformed into the Titans, but they are able to witness the horror right from the front. So I think this is going to be necessary or important for the next chapter, where the final, peace treaty, will be finally signed. I think that is the most importance there they are going to have. And the Titans, like, man, they are just climbing down for everything from the fort. And this is like a horde of Titans and whatnot. And at this moment, it really seems like this mindless or headless hallucinogenia is leading a charge. It's leading the entire army. And the battered and damaged Rainer is like, no, you're not gonna go past me. And man, this scene, his absolute face is like blown on, but still he will continue. He is not going to stop here. And once again, the JoJo panel, while Rainer is duking out at the back, here we see Chad Eren approaching with this long ass hair, which literally goes up to his ass, I guess, and Armin. Both of them are about to duke it out, and they're like, rather, Armin is like, "You do love this hell, isn't it? I'll follow you till the very end." And finally, the fight between these two behemoth colossal titans begins. It almost seems like Eren is a little bit taller than even Armin. He's that huge. He's that level of huge. And the perspective of the cactus plant is giving a really good look here. And finally, we get to see the titan forms of all the other people like John, Gabby, Connie, and even Karina Braun, Raina's mother, who literally looks like a regular self, even as a titan. And yeah, the joke is actually not paid off here. John didn't transform into a literal horse or like that. He's like a normal-ish kind of a titan, pure titan. Yeah, he's having a little protrusion, but it's not technically a horse. And at that moment, Peak jumps up from the top of Falco, and she tries to save everyone, but the sheer amount of pure titans, they are being overwhelmed with it. Even Annie tries to help everyone, but it's up to no avail, and they are being overwhelmed by the number of titans here. And this is a very, very bad situation for all of them. Eren always sends his memories back to the past, like the first chapter. Yeah, that is basically the time loop. Is Demon Slayer overhyped, or the manga is really good? I won't really say it's overhyped, and overall the manga was also really good, but the ending was not great. The ending was kind of terrible in my opinion. How will they defeat that spine creature? What do you think? Honestly, no idea. I think that is kind of gonna be the final villain as such. They don't actually have any more explosives. All the explosives are used up by Sean during the explosion that he used for Eren. All the explosives are over. At this point, I think they only have the tank artillery, the cannons from the Marleyan side of things. I think that was the only thing which was left. You will never know where this is showing. Yeah, how will they defeat that? Yeah, that's the thing. Do you think that Earth Devil could be Eren? Not really. I don't really think that is the case here. Mappa ruined your team. No, I would highly disagree with that. I mean, sure, I'm not as huge of a fan of Mappa's rendition of Attack on Titan, but I wouldn't say that it has been ruined or something like that. The second season is gonna be wonders. I'm pretty sure about it. I understand that Mikasa's action is justified, but did Eren really deserve to be killed by his loved ones? But in the end of the day, Eren wanted to save his friends. Yeah, that's the thing. He basically wanted to make his friends look good in front of the world, because in order to reach the peace or whatnot, I'd say that it was probably his motivation here as such. But anyway, Levi tells Mikasa that get your act straight here, you need to get your shit together. And Mikasa is having severe headaches here, and she finally says that I can't take this anymore. I want to go back to our home. And now, finally, the memories of an alternate life, the memories of an alternate timeline. Man, here we see a little aged up adult Eren with short hairs. It's not the Chad Eren that we know, with the long hairs and tied up like that shit. This is Eren, adult Eren with short hairs like his childhood days. And they are living beside the mountains in a small hut. And Eren wakes up Mikasa and says that you're going to catch a cold. And Mikasa is basically like, am I even supposed to be here? It seems like I had a long dream. Again, a reference to the title of the chapter. And Eren just says that let's just rest today. And because Mikasa is crying. Mikasa is crying for no apparent reason. She's saying that, why am I even here? Am I supposed to be even here? And at this point, Eren finally reveals, or this version of Eren finally reveals the fact that since then, since the moment they learned about the truth and everything in regards to Marley, they abandoned everything and they ran away. And we get to see this panel of Mikasa and Eren running away. Eren says that it's been 2 months since the war against Marley ended, and they are going to they are going to invade paradise soon, and Eren basically made the choice. This version of Eren made the choice. He made the choice between breeding livestock and genocide, and as such, he says that he couldn't choose genocide as such, and he chose this particular option, and he just wants to live the rest 4 years of his life peacefully with her until his death. Until his death. This is such a bittersweet thing. And we finally see the hug. Mikasa is hugging Eren, and Eren finally says that, just promise me one thing, once I'm dead, please throw away the scarf. I want you to be free. I want you to forget about me, and I just want you to have a long life. And then we see the Titan version of Eren, like with the lines in his face. And once again, we jump back to the reality, like after these memories are kind of over, and Mikasa brings out her scarf here, and these panels are really looking beautiful, and she says that, no, I can't really leave you like this. I have to make my choice. And she says that Eren is inside the mouth. I'll kill him. Please help me, Levi, in this particular regard, and you have to help me in this particular regard, and I'm going to kill him. Now here kind of the Deus Ex Machina comes up. I understand that this was probably the memories which helped her here, but it's never explicitly stated or never explicitly made us aware as to how did she manage to understand or learn where exactly was the real head of Eren. It's not told to us as such, so we can only assume that she found it out, apparently. Eren isn't a coward to take this part. Yeah, that's true. What if person holding the baby is neither Grisha or Eren, someone holding the is present? That can be the case, but it would be kind of anticlimactic in my opinion, because we got that for such like a long time. So I don't know, it's kind of a little anticlimactic it would be, if I'd say so. And then we see the Thunder Spear thing, and Levi basically blows away the face of, or rather the teeth of Colossal Titan Eren, and Mikasa finally enters it. She enters inside the broken face, and she sees the head of Eren. These panels are too good, man. There might be not a lot of dialogues that are implied here or at place here, but these panels look really good. And here, Eren is looking like a... Alright, let me make this joke. I know this is a very emotional one, but I have to make this joke. People who are fans of Harry Potter would understand this. It seems like Eren has slithered in. Slithered in. Get it? Get the joke? I know it was a lame joke, but I just wanted to make this joke. From the moment I saw this thing where Eren's spine is connected like a snake, I just wanted to make this joke of Slytherin. So yeah, I hope you all don't find it that lame. I know it's lame, but I just found it too funny. And at this moment, man, Mikasa slices off the head of Eren. Now, someone was saying that this is not Eren being happy. I know this is not Eren who is smiling here, but this is rather a face of relief. He's like relieved of the tension here, in my opinion. And Mikasa finally says that, see you later, Eren. And then finally the kiss. Man, this is the end of Eren Yeager. 2 Ackermans ending the life of 2 Yeagers. I've already talked about Mikasa, so I'm not going to repeat the same thing here. This is a personal tragedy for Mikasa, and how she has to kill the loved one of his life. She has to kill the love of her life. This is too dark. And at the moment we can see Ymir, founder Ymir, who is just standing beside them, and she's kind of looking all smug. She's probably gonna do something in the first half of the next chapter, but all of that would probably be resolved in the first half, and the second half will be the final resolution. Yeah, man, I'm sobbing. I totally understand that. Eren's drip titan, now he'll come to life. I don't really wish. I honestly don't wish that he comes back to his life. Um, I know there can be a number of different theories that he uh, pushed his conscience back into the body with the powers of the Warhammer Titan and whatnot. A lot of those theories can be made, but narrative wise, I think this is a good choice to kill off Eren here at this moment. And the next chapter, obviously, it's gonna be Eren centric chapter. It has to be an Eren centric chapter. I think it's gonna be from the point of view of Ymir and Eren. But this is not going to be Eren who is alive, but rather this is Eren's point of view from inside the paths, and we'll get a more in-depth explanation of what exactly is going on here, what were his plans and his strive for the freedom. I think that is the case here. I can be wrong. Obviously, I keep telling you guys about these things. I can obviously be wrong in these things. These are simply my predictions, theories, or thoughts at this moment. I'm not gonna pretend to say that I am 100% true here or something like that. But let's just say this is something which I believe in. I think they will show a modern world in the last chapter where Armin is a history teacher teaching students in school. I mean, that theory from what was it? Season 3 ending of the kids who are in a school-like uniform with the bird insignia, which kind of look like Falco's Titan form. I think that's a pretty good theory. I think Eren just might pull a Lelouch v Britannia. Man. I gotta rewatch that show, Code Geass. Eren kind of died like Irwin because devil in the hopes of finishing it all. Yeah, give up your hopes, give up your dreams and die. At least a goodbye from Eren would be good for his friends. Yeah. So that is chapter 138 of Attack on Titan, the penultimate chapter of the series. And what more shall I say? I'm too overwhelmed at this point, man. Why Kruger says that save Armin and Mikasa? It was kind of the thing. It was a memory of the Attack Titan. Like the Attack Titan had the power to see the past and future, so that's why I don't necessarily think that it is linked to the finale as a whole. It was necessary where it talked about, and that's it. You're talking about that Reddit theory in which they are at the school age. I don't know if it is from Reddit or not, but I saw this in Twitter, and actually I kind of thought about it. I kind of gave it a thought, but I saw it on Twitter that like the ending, season 3 ending had those kids with the green uniform and whatnot with the insignia of the bird, which really reminds, now that I'm caught up with the series, it really reminds me of the Falco's bird Titan insignia. And if we look closely, at least according to that Twitter tweet, if we look closely, it kind of reminds of Willy Tybers or the kids from the Willy Tybers family. So I don't necessarily think that it's actually 100% correct, but it's a pretty interesting theory nonetheless. Like these kids and these people survived the war, and we are watching a post-apocalyptic or post-showdown kind of thing. Are you disappointed from the latest recent chapters? Do you think they were kind of... I think a little more explanations and history would have been good. Because of the time limit, we were kind of limited to a couple of things. Like I keep saying, I wanted to know the origin of these powers. I know ECMI is probably gonna keep them misleading or rather ambiguous for the reader to guess, but I really wanted a more in-depth explanation of it. That's just my thing. You can be different about it. The saddest part was Connie's John turning into Titans. Man, they are the OGs. I really, really, really feel bad for them. Gabby, granted, I understand. Fine. I'm not explicitly hating on her character, but man, seeing Connie and Sean just turn into Titans like that. And also, they are not gonna come back as humans. That is basically their death. That is basically their death. Either they have to be killed. I hope they are killed by someone, because otherwise they will just roam around the world as mindless pure titans. That's it. Yeah, Eren is finally dead. AOT world is referred to as always. This was not the world. This world, not the world. Okay, yeah. Giving Attack Titan the power to see the future leaves a lot of plot holes. Kind of like, it's not exactly like a one-to-one loop, but it's like it comes and goes. Grisha didn't exactly knew what was the outcome of these things. It came to him. Those things came to him. What if Eren goes back to another past reality before Mikasa kills Eren and he tries to outlast to where... I mean, that would be really a lot of rushed ending for the series. I don't really think that's gonna be the case. Had there been more chapters, then I think that might have been the case, but not currently. Currently, it's gonna be too clustered to do something like that. Yeah, ECM kept the current Eren's perspective hidden till the last chapter. Yeah, next chapter is gonna be definitely Eren's point of view. We could have gotten that in, but what will Mikasa do after Eren being dead with she alive? Yeah, I mean, that's a tragedy. That's the tragedy of her character. Will Eren come back to life, bro? I don't think so necessarily. There are theories suggesting that chapter 139 would be Eren's point of view. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much the case. Most probably from inside the paths, from the paths dimension, and it's also gonna be having some point of view of Ymir, founder Ymir as well. I hope so. Daksh Negi says, love your videos. Thank you so much, Daksh. Hajime Yeager says, why did Grisha give Attack Titan himself and told Zeke to not to stop him? See, the Attack Titan doesn't always directly see into the future. It's not a connoisseur or something like that. It just comes to it. It's a natural part of its power sets. So that's the thing. As you know, Kashin Koji can summon Mount Myogo toads. Do you think the toad sage have known about this, but he's still in contact now? There's a lot of questions in this particular. I have been thinking about this thing for a really long time as to how exactly did it learn the sage. I don't think the Senjutsu was learned via scientific ninja tools. It must have been something all in this particular yard, but I'm really confused at this point. But again, the toad of Kashin Koji also looks like a mechanical toad, so I don't really know what's the case going on here. Gonna make predictions on these things in upcoming Boruto videos. I'm yawning like anything at this point. I'm too tired today. I'm so sorry, guys. Mohammed Adib says that what if the conclusion is something related to the quotation, freedom comes at a price that nobody is ready to pay, and who suffers the most. I mean, freedom is kind of the intrinsic most important part of the plot, so yeah, I understand what you're referring here. What is that scenery? Which scenery? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Hajime Yeager. My anime stream soon. Gonna do it soon. Just hold on for a bit. I intended to initially do it at 10,000 subscribers, but seeing the way current subs are going on, I think it's gonna take a lot of time. I think it will at least be a year before we reach 10,000. So if we can reach 10,000 before the ending of this year, that would be really great. I don't know, I can't make any promises. It's up to you guys if you can help. So yeah, let's see. Late night stream, yeah, absolutely. Go sleep. Yeah, I will have to sleep eventually. Which he told in parts that scenery. I'm not able to understand which path scene you're talking about. I understand that paths, you're referring to the paths, but which scene from the paths? The last chapter is going to hit the worst, but happy for Mikasa, she's finally free. Hope next chapter. Yeah, it is gonna be Eren's. My throat is clear. Eren's point of view, Eren and Yumi's point of view, like I'm saying, I think that's gonna be the case. Have you read your GOT? No, I have not read GOT. Happily, he said a line, happily that scenery. Okay, I don't really know what is being referred there, honestly. Yeah, it was in 120, 121, something like that. I understand. I think people criticizing because I have not seen AOT all season because of real AOT fans. I mean, right from the very childhood days, Eren has been everything for her. It's a very, very huge thing for her. So that's the basic thing here. Ashutosh says that, do you believe in the time loop theory of Eren? I kind of believe that. I already made a video about it, so let's see what happens. I think it's a pretty good theory, pretty justifiable theory, especially after seeing the events that have happened in chapter 138. Your voice is too good. Hope you get more subs. Thank you so much, Arsh. That really means a lot. That really means a lot to me. So anyway, I guess this is it. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. This was our live reaction, review and read through of Attack on Titan manga chapter 138. So I guess this is it. Do you guys have any more questions? If not, then I'm gonna finish the stream here. Also, guys, just a quick note. If you are watching the stream for the first time, if you are here for the first time, then please do subscribe to the channel. I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a lot of other pop culture related stuff. So I hope you all will like it, and please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if possible, if any super chats and whatnot, if anything is available for you all, that would be also amazing. If not, that is also totally fine, no problem with that. But I'm gonna keep this stream for the last 10 minutes. These are the last 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, anything, just ask me. Have a live stream about One Piece. I will. I am. Just let me tell you all these. I made a Twitch account to watch streams of a couple of streamers and people, YouTubers, whom I really love and enjoy. Mostly being Dark Viper AU, a GTA streamer. Really love his content. So in order to watch his streams, I made a Twitch account, but I never really post anything there. Some people recommended me to do streams there, do live reactions for manga chapters and anime episodes without actually showing the thing because of copyright issues. In that way, Twitch is a very good streaming format for the live reactions and everything. I don't explicitly need to do anything as such, and the video that is streamed there, that can also now come back, like half an hour, 1 hour, whatever video that is, that can be again uploaded here on YouTube as well. So I guess that would be two-way conversation. So I think that is a good idea. I think that would be a good way for the channel as well to be promoted. I hope you all will like it. So I think I'm gonna start doing that thing from the next week or the week after that, because my exams are about to start, my semester exams are about to start, so I have to focus a little bit there. Videos will continue because I am making like time management as much as possible from my side. Videos will definitely continue, but I'm just letting you all know. So I will probably start taking an approach like this. Normal live streams will continue here, but I will probably try to incorporate Twitch as well in my stream. So I think that would be a good idea as such. Do you think Wanda and Pietro and Carol Red Skull are mutants by birth and their powers? I don't really think the MCU will establish that they are mutants by birth. I don't think that is gonna be the thing. I think they're just gonna address, they are mutated because, and I think that would be started by Monica Rambeau because she has been now mutated, and technically the keyword of mutation can be used for her. So I think that is the way in which they're gonna proceed with the things, and eventually they are probably going to realize the thing for the other characters as well. Ush, thank you so much for the done. In the last page, it is written that the boy who sought freedom goodbye. Yeah, that's true. I didn't regret reading the manga today. I got so many spoilers. Good for you, man. Good for you. The manga has a totally different experience of its own, and it is really good. Let's say it is really good. I hope you basically had a good time. Tomorrow's Boruto episode is gonna be a banger. Yeah, tomorrow's episode is gonna be good. That's gonna be good. The world building and plot twist has been great in EOT. Yeah. Again, guys. Hold on. Can I show it to you all here? A video is coming up very soon on the channel in, I think, the next week or the week after that, where I'm going to talk about the shifting narrative of Attack on Titan and how it started, like how it initially started and where it eventually reached. Like, it started as a story of a post-apocalyptic world where we think that the Colossal Titan is the actual final boss, and this is like a survival for humanity, and from there we lead into full-scale war and political stuff and whatnot. So that entire spectrum of evolution and narrative change, I'm gonna explain all those things in a video, so please stay tuned for that. Did you like the ending? Yeah, I actually liked the ending. I think it is quite justifiable. Avik says that manual leaks were right. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. One of the no clickbait channels. Thank you so much. That really means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Keep moving forward. Yes, absolutely, Rohit. So that says that will be interesting. Yes, absolutely. That's gonna be interesting. So it's 12:28 Indian Standard Time. Last 5 minutes. If anything, if any chat, super chat, questions, recommendations, criticisms, whatever you have, just give it a go, and then we can finish the stream. The suffering of characters keep on increasing. Absolutely, man. This series is literally like a mirror to the real world. I mean, couple of months back, like around 5 to 6 months back, I made a video around June or July of 2020. I think that's still a very well made video. I would highly recommend all of you who are new here to watch that video, and that is the depressing aspect of brainwashing that is involved in Attack on Titan, and how that impacts and affects everyone on every side. Eldians are brainwashed, Marlians are brainwashed, everyone are brainwashed. Basically, the poor are being exploited everywhere, and that is the damaging philosophy of Attack on Titan, and that is happily on display here. So I would really request you all to go and watch that video. I think it is gonna be a good experience for you all as Attack on Titan fans. The suffering, watch Horiyama, please. Absolutely. Not just anime, I'm caught up with the entire manga. I read the latest manga of this week. Not gonna give you any spoilers if you have not read it, but this week's manga was quite emotional. Let's say quite emotional. Can I make a theory video on the post AOT world after the rumbling? Okay, Dave, that's interesting. I've never actually given much thought about it. I mean, I just thought that okay, that's gonna be a post-apocalyptic world and whatnot. But that's a good theory. I'm gonna keep a screenshot of your chat, and I'll see to it. I'll definitely see to it. I'll have to probably make a script for it because I don't really think I will be able to go off the bat for this, but I'll see to it. If we didn't do this, the history will repeat again and again. Eren Kruger. Yeah. Eren Kruger was a character. He was an absolute mad lad. By the way, which is your favorite OST in AOT? I'd say UC Big Girl. It's probably the most emotional and aggravating and impactful, one of the most impactful OSTs in AOT. UC Big Girl and Call My Name or Call By Name. Which one was it? Call My Name or Call By Name? I think it is Call By Name. That one. I want a meme where Isayama on the pain where he destroyed Konoha. Like I said in my review, Isayama took us to a trip of Spain without S. Now go and watch it. Watch Horimiya. Absolutely, I'm totally caught up with Horimiya. I think the final chapter will take place at night in full moon. Akatsuki vibes. Yeah, that's cool. 'Cause 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 Anything else, guys? Anything else? Then I'll finish the chapter, or I'll finish the video then. Where can I watch this video myself? I don't know. Check the lyrics of Call Your Name. Yeah, Call Your Name. Yes, that is called Call Your Name. It's kind of a foreshadow for, yeah, absolutely. Mankind, Counterattack. Yeah, Mankind Counterattack is also pretty good. Really good, actually. Counterattack. Yeah, Mankind Counterattack is also... Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause this. And... this thumbnail is looking good. I just watched the thumbnail. This thumbnail is looking good. I hope you guys like the thumbnails. I'm putting a really lot of efforts in the thumbnails that I'm doing these couple of days, for the past couple of days. I hope you like the, especially, my personal favorite thumbnail was the time loop thumbnail where I did. I really like that. I really like that. I hope you all also enjoyed that. Have you watched Horimiya? Yes, Avik. I have watched Horimiya. I have read the manga as well. I am caught up with the latest chapter of the manga as well. So I am totally caught up with Horimiya. No problem with that. Any John Wick style anime? Honestly, I'm so sorry, Adib. I'm too tired now. Even if I try to remember, I will obviously forget it now. I really don't remember right now. Do you have real Adobe editing programs? Not all, but Photoshop. Lost Girl 3 errands. Gonna give the scarf back to me in 3 days at night. Yeah, it's 3 days in AOT world since rumbling. Yep. When will it end? Yeah, the stream is about to end now. Just the last couple of questions that you guys have. If you don't have any more questions, then I will obviously finish the stream. If you guys want to have anything, man, you are rich, man. No, absolutely not. That was a free software which I got from one of those digit CDs. If you remember those digit CDs from way back in the day, from 2010s and whatnot. So from there I had got the copy of the original GTA 1, the top down version as well, and nothing more than that, because current subscriptions are very costly. Can't afford it. Honestly, can't afford it. So that's the thing. Solo leveling is badass. Yeah, solo leveling is a manhwa actually. So yeah, that's a little different. See you later. Good night as well. So I guess, guys, I should finish the stream here. If you guys don't have any more questions, if you guys have anything, just write me down, or else just I'm gonna finish this thing. If any super chat, if any chat, if any question, if anything you want, have it here. Otherwise, I'm gonna finish the stream here, because currently about 13 or 14 people are watching the stream. So let's see. Where do you get the mangas? Mostly on WhyZ.com. Most of them are available. If not, then other Kodansha's websites are there. Mostly you can find them in their respective subreddits. So they are available there. Or else MangaDex is also there. MangaDex is not for official subs. Rather, they are for fan subs. But fan subs also do a very good job for other series as well. Like, say for example, Kaguya-sama, Rent a Girlfriend, and these stuff. So, shall I end this? I think it's about time. Yeah, Dark Ripper, you are late. Unfortunately. No problem, man. But I am about to finish the stream today. So, see you on the next stream, man. See you on this next stream. You are about an hour, 15 minutes late. Sorry about that. So, do you guys have any more questions? Just say it out. Otherwise, I'm gonna finish the stream. I guess this is it. By the way, I have a unique and good AOT ending in mind. Absolutely. Write it down in the comments. I'm gonna go and read it. No problem with that. So I guess this is it for today, guys. It's been a very good stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. This was a really good time. So I want to thank you all for everything. which panel of this chapter you want to be animated in the anime. Every panel, basically every panel. Of course, they are gonna be animated. So yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for all of them. Dark Rippers, see you in the next time. Absolutely, man. See you in the next one. So good night, everyone. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon in the next video or in the next live